Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Jagger and Fred, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Jagger's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the corrections and the motivations that we give this big kid when we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the correction that we give here at school is a tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Now Jagger's sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Jagger heel. Now at this point, you and Jagger have a job to do. Your job is to keep his head up off the ground, and his job is to maintain pace with you when you're walking. Not dragging you down the street, not forging ahead or lagging behind, but staying right with you. If he gets distracted, he gets a tug and let go on the training collar. And if he starts misbehaving, you will see Fred give a correction. That was an automatic sit, so that when you stop your feet, he's been taught to sit automatically to wait for his next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command. It is a one-word command. And like I said to you on the phone, you can practice this right indoors. Make it easy on yourself in the beginning. When Fred returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him, returning back to where they started at heel position again. He gets a very little pat for praise because he doesn't need to get amped up. And Fred takes off heeling with him again. When Fred stops, he sits. He's sloppy, and that's only because of his age, his breed. Fred leaves him again in another sit stay. And your job too at home when you're practicing is to lengthen out the time and the distance. This time Fred's going to use his name and call him. Don't get overly excited when you call him. Just call him. Jagger, come. He comes and sits. He's not coming and jumping all over you, Les. And we'll demonstrate that command again for you.
Okay.
Fred leaves him in a sit stay.
No.
Whoops.
Okay.
Turns to face him. He uses his name and he calls him in. And you can see that at times he's getting distracted and he's looking around, but that doesn't stop him from having to pay attention to you. And he's clumsy. He's silly, goofy, as you already know. The next command that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. So with him seated at your left, you're going to take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. And it's very, very hot and humid out here, so he's about worn out. Fred walks all the way around him back to heel position and heels him out of that. And 7-month-old bloodhounds are difficult at the very best. Always have him seated before you attempt to put him into a down. I don't know why he does that goofy stuff on the down. He ends up in the down position, but he's really goofy with it.
No. Skate.
All Fred said to him was no. He knows what he's supposed to be doing. And you remember that these dogs are bred for scent. They chase escaped convicts, and you know, this is what they do for a living. So we're trying to give him a different job to do. We want you to know that we are here for you post-graduation. We'll come out and help you with him. Anything that you need, please call the school. We've enjoyed having him, even though he's been challenging, and we will see you soon.